excellence began right here, where he proved early on that he was a force to be reckoned with. A decorated athlete from his youth, he earned the titles of AAPS champion and district champion, alongside being a QCAA first runner-up. But he didn't just excel in sports. He balanced his competitive drive with a profound commitment to service and academics. During his time at the School of St. Anthony and FEU and RMF, he held the pivotal roles of student government level representative and secretary, and served as a senior scout leader. Sipin nyo, basketball player, student government, Boy Scout leader. I think he deserved that round of applause. Proving his ability to lead his peers with integrity, his dedication to his studies remained a priority, earning him the Academic Excellence Award in 2020 and graduating from senior high school with honors. His leadership trajectory only moved upward in his college years. He took on the mantle of executive head of the FEU NRMF Senior High School Student Council for the school year 2021-2022, overseeing the student body during a critical time. Currently, he is pursuing a degree in medical laboratory science at FEU NRMF. Even with the rigors of a medical course, he remains true to his athletic roots. Currently serving as the team captain of the medical laboratory science basketball team. And now he returns to his alma mater to share how the discipline of an athlete and the heart of a leader can pave the way for a successful future. Please join me in welcoming, with a round of applause, Mr. Justin Derek Dizon.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good morning to the respected administrators, coaches, teachers, proud parents, and most especially the incredible student athletes we are celebrating today. Firstly, I just want to use this time to thank Ms. Victoria Corleo and Dr. Trisha for allowing me to share this message to all of you. And to my former teachers na ngayon ko lang ulit nakita, to Ma'am Camille, to Miss Lanya na Mrs. Arroyo na today, thank you for that awesome introduction. And to Ma'am Gia who reached out to me to be your guest speaker. And to my ever-supportive parents na up until now, nandito kasama ko pa din. And believe it or not, simula ng bata ko, sa bawat event na pinuntahan ko dito, sa bawat awarding, lagi ko silang kasama. And syempre, I want to thank the whole Antonian community for giving me this opportunity to deliver this message to our amazing young athletes. So, hello everyone, I am Justin. Well, mas kilala niyo ako bilang JT. Some of you may know me, baka elementary pa kayo, or yung iba baka nasa lower school pa kayo nun. O kaya sa mga kapatid niyo, sa ate, kuya niyo, baka kabatch ko. So, baka kilala niyo ako dun sa part na yan. So, ayun, standing here feels surreal because years ago, I was sitting exactly kung nasan kayo ngayon. Wearing the same uniform, feeling the same pressure, and chasing the same goals. Believe it or not, yung huling punta ko dito sa Claret Auditorium, way back 2020, our very own athletes recognition, that was also March. For that time, I was grade 10. And that was 2 weeks before yung lockdown ng pandemic. And ayun, yung next kong balik pala dito sa Claret is bilang guest speaker na. So kahit ako rin nung chinata ko ni Ma'am Gia, hindi ako makapaniwala kasi sabi ko, ganun nakatagal yung time na lumipas nung huli ko rin athletes recognition. And just like you, I was once introduced, not as a speaker, but as an athlete trying to prove himself. Alam nyo, there's this common belief na kapag athlete ka, kailangan mong i-sacrifice yung academics mo. Like yung sinasabi ni Dr. Kisha kanina. Parang automatic na choice siya. Parang either magaling ka sa sports or magaling ka sa acads. Pero honestly, that mindset is very, very outdated. I'm standing here today as proof na hindi mo kailangan pumili. I've been consistent in the cream section while being active in basketball team. I'm saying this not to brag, but to inspire all of you. Hindi siya naging madali. But I realized something. Being an athlete gives you an advantage. Because, first of all, sports teaches you discipline. It teaches you time management. And it teaches you how to push through kahit pagod ka na. And those same skills, they translate directly to academics. Hindi siya about balance na perfect every day. Kasi hindi naman totoo na lagi kang may perfect day. May days na mas lamang ang training, may days na mas kailangan mong mag-focus sa academics. But what matters is marunong kang bumawi. Marunong kang mag-adjust. Marunong kang mag-commit. And being a student athlete is not a limitation. It is a power. So sa mga athletes dito na minsan nagdududa kung kaya nyo bang pagsabayin, kaya nyo. Hindi nyo kailangang isuko yung isa para mag-succeed sa isa. You don't have to shrink one part of yourself to grow the other. You can be both. You can chase excellence in the court and still aim for excellence in the classroom. Hindi madali, oo, pero worth it. So keep showing up sa training, sa klase, sa sarili nyo. Keep proving not just to others but to yourselves na kayang-kaya nyo. Because at the end of the day, being an athlete is not a hindrance. It's part of your edge. So I was a basketball player here in SSA for 7 years straight. And I loved the game, the competition, the adrenaline, and the thrill of winning. But what I didn't realize back then was this. Sports was never just about the game. It was training me for life. And mamaya malalaman niyo kung bakit. Whether you're in volleyball, basketball, swimming, chess, taekwondo, badminton, and ang alam ko may pickleball na rin kayo, cheer. So each of you represents something bigger than your sport. In basketball and volleyball, you learn teamwork and trust. In swimming, you learn discipline. In chess, you learn strategy and patience. In taekwondo, you learn control and respect. So badminton and pickleball, you learn agility and focus. And in cheerleading, you learn unity, energy, and spirit. Different sports, but the same lessons. Always these 3 words. Paulit-ulit. Discipline, commitment, resilience. Okay, lagi na natin naririnig yan eh. Sa coaches, sa magulang natin, sa teachers. Pero ano ba talaga yung importance nitong tatlong to? Naiintindihan pa talaga natin kung ano yung difference nila sa isa't isa. Let's start off with discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done. Kahit wala kang gana. Hindi siya about motivation eh. Kumbaga, let's be honest, hindi naman tayo laging motivated. May days na ayaw mong gumising ng maaga, tinatamad ko mag-training, mas gusto mo na lang umiga at mag-scroll sa phone. Pero discipline says, kahit ayoko, gagawin ko pa rin. As a student athlete, discipline shows in the small things. Showing up on time, listening to your coach, finishing your schoolwork kahit pagod ka. Kasi success is not built in one big moment. Built siya sa paulit-ulit na tamang ginagawa mo araw-araw. So it becomes a routine. Then commitment is staying loyal. Kahit mahirap na. Kasi madaling maging committed kapag nananalo kayo eh. masaya ang team, maganda yung performance mo, pero paano kapag sunod-sunod yung talo? Hindi ka first 5, hindi ka first 6, hindi ka yung first option ni coach. Or feeling mo, hindi ka na rin nag-improve. Kasi parang yung performance mo, laging gano'n. Doon nasusubok yung commitment mo. Commitment is choosing your sport again and again, even when it's not choosing you back. O diba? Yung commitment hindi lang sa relationship. Pati sa sports, pwedeng ma-apply yun. It's saying na hindi ako susuko sa team ko and hindi ako susuko sa sarili ko. And lastly, resilience. Resilience is your ability to bounce back. Yung ipong natalo ka today, pero babalik ka bukas. Nagkamali ka pero lalaban ka ulit. Napagod ka pero hindi ka titigil. Kasi in sports and in life, you will fail countless times. You will lose. You will struggle. And that's normal. Pero ang tanong is, babawi ka ba? Resilience is not about never falling. It's about saying, okay, natalo ko, pero hindi pa ako tapos. Discipline will build you, commitment will sustain you, and resilience will carry you kahit anong laban pa yan. So, what is the reality of being a student athlete? Ano nga ba, di ba? Sa perception natin at sa perception ng ibang tao, let's be honest, sa part natin, hindi madali. Talagang hindi madali kasi di ba, pag student athlete ka, minsan ang alam lang nila, ikaw yung student na papasok ka, naka-duffel bag ka. Si duffel bag mo pa, yung Nike na merong bubbles, tapos naka-backpack ka, tapos naka-shoe bag ka. Di ba? Baka mamaya nakasabit pa yung go bag nyo para kayong sasapak sa gera sa dami niyang dala. Or yung mga sikat, pag may pumatok, ma'am, sir, pull out po, excuse po, kasi po may training po yung athletes. O for sure na pull out kayo recently dahil dito sa event ng recognition. Saan pa ba? Sa PE. Pag contact sport, physical yung sport, sinong may edge? Student athlete. Kasi swift yung galaw. Kayang-kaya tumakbo, kayang-kayang buhatin yung mga classmates. But behind all that, there were days na we had to train right after classes. Yung tipong pagod ka na sa kakasulat ng buong magdamag, tapos papatakbuhin ka sa hapon, tapos pag uwi mo may homework kang need gawin, tapos may quiz ka pa bukas. Yung iba may duties and responsibilities pa after school. Lalo na yung ibang may organizations tulad na student government, o yung iba sa inyo baka mamaya kasama pa sa journalism. So, there were really moments na were really exhausted. Hindi po ang sarap ng tulog mo sa gabi, tas out of nowhere, bigla kang magka-cramps. Tapos parang gusto mo umiyak pero hindi ka makasigaw kasi So, sobrang unmotivated, minsan sobrang unmotivated mo rin kasi parang yun na lang yung ginagawa mo sa buhay mo eh. Parang doon na umiikot yung oras mo. And there were times na we even doubted ourselves. There were times I had to choose between rest and responsibility. But that's what makes you different. Being a student athlete means showing up even when you're tired, studying even when your body is sore, pushing forward even when things don't go your way. That's where real growth happens. Pero here's the thing, you still show up at yun ang pinaka-importante. I've won championships and I've lost games. And if there's one thing I learned, it's this. Winning feels good, but losing teaches you more. Loss teaches you humility, accountability, and the hunger to improve. Humility is staying grounded kahit panalo ka na. Kasi minsan, di ba pag nanalo tayo, feeling natin, galing mo na. Ako na to eh. Pero sports really have a way of humbling you real quick. One bad game and suddenly you're reminded, ay may kailangan pa pala akong improve. Kailangan ko pa mag-training. I remember a time na maganda yung performance ko in one game. Siyempre, masaya, confident ka. Pero next game, yung laro mo para ka ng retired player. So, ang daming mali, hindi pumapasok yung shots mo kahit tutukan. And yung mga timing, very, very off. Doon ka na-realize na you're never bigger than the game. My dad once told me, lagi pag maganda yung performance ko, always keep your feet on the ground. It just means na stay humble. Kasi the moment you think you've made it, that's the moment you stop growing. Kaya never be satisfied. Accountability is owning your mistakes. Hindi yung, syempre mahilig tayo. Yung referee kasi pangit ng tawag eh. Diba? Si coach kasi hindi ganyan yung play namin. Okay, hindi ako pinasok. Kaya yung teammate ko kasi hindi ako pinapasahan. Real athletes say, ako yun. Mali ko yun. Baka hindi ako nakapag-training ng mas maayos, hindi ako nakapagpahinga, wala ko sa kondisyon. Maybe before na alam kong I could have done better. Kailang dali sana mag-excuse. Pero instead, I told myself, hindi, may kulang sa ginagawa ko. So after that, I trained harder on the things I struggled with. Kasi accountability is not about blaming yourself. It's about giving yourself the power to improve. Ito yung pinaka-importante. Hunger is that voice inside you that says, hindi pa sapat, kaya ko pa. Even after a win, even after a good performance, even when people say, okay na yan, okay ka na. Kasi the best athletes are not satisfied. Hindi sila kampante. They keep asking, ano pa ba pwedeng i-improve? Saan pa ako nagkukulang? I had moments na okay na performance ko, pero deep inside, alam kong mas may ibubuga pa ako. So I kept training, kept learning. Because growth doesn't stop when you win. It starts when you decide you want more. So share ko lang, no? Maybe you're wondering, so dami na binanggit ni Mr. Roy kanina. Parang, grabe ka naman kuya, ginawa mo na lahat. Saan mo nakuha yung time? Di ba? Bida-bida mo naman masyado. So believe me, nung una, tinanong ko rin sa sarili ko. Hindi ko din alam eh. Actually, hindi ko din alam. Parang sabi ko lang, gusto ko ma-experience. Gusto ko sumama regardless yung consequences. Nung una, syempre, hindi ko naman iniisip yung pagod. Ang alam ko lang nun, basta part ako ng org na yun, or basta part ako ng team, okay na yun. Tapos eventually, nafe-feel ko na, nauubos na yung oras ko, pero sali pa din ako ng sali. So, yung tipong reklamo muna bago trabaho, mahilig tayo sa ganyan eh, di ba? Yung magre-reklamo ka na magre-reklamo para ka ng kawawa. Pero maya-maya, tatrabaho ka rin, ginagawa mo din. But eventually, I realized, because I really wanted more for myself. And ngayong college, sa totoo lang, gamit na gamit yung mga natutunan ko. Right from the very start, up until the end, and actually ngayon, I'm still learning too. Kasi sa college, everything's much bigger. Yung problema, yung responsibilidad, yung consequences. And you need to be ready when that time comes. And believe me, whatever you utilize here as an Antonian will surely bring you further than you expect. So remember this, stay humble kahit gaano ka nakagaling. Stay accountable kahit mahirap tanggapin, and stay hungry kahit feel mong okay ka na. Because the moment you combine these three, you don't just become a better athlete, you become a better person. Because in life, you won't win every time, but what matters is, do you get it back up? So, throughout my journey, I didn't just grow as an athlete, I grew as a leader. Let me talk about leadership. Kasi minsan pag narinig yung word na leader, ang iniisip agad natin, captain, president, may posisyon. But here's what I learned through my journey. Leadership is not about position. It's about influence. Back when I was in high school, hindi ako yung tipong confident eh. In fact, sigurista ako. Yung tipong gusto ko, pag lumaban ako, panalo na ako. Alam na ni Miss Arroyo, lalo na sa student government. Kasi lagi akong kabado na eh, parang, ma'am, kaya ko ba yan? Mananalo ba ako dyan? Kung hindi sure, hindi ko ginagawa. Comfort zone lang, di ba? Safe lang. Walang risk. Nung elementary ako, I tried joining pupil government. Sabi ng advisor ko, si Mr. Irvin at that time, sige, why not try? So ako naman, sige, sali ako. Nag-room-to-room campaigning kami. Tapos ayun, natalo ko. After that, hindi na ako ulit tumakbo. Kasi nasa isip ko, baka hindi ako pang ganito. Second chance, then came junior high, grade 7, going to grade 8. And ang advisor ko na yan si Miss Lanya, na ayun, Miss Arroyo na nga siya ngayon. And she told me, try mo mag-student government level representative. And that time, yung kalaban ko, yung current na level representative. So, sabi ko, syempre, shucks, mananalo ba ako doon? Isubok na yun. Kumbaga, nasa posisyon na siya. Doubt ako agad. Pero this time, nilaban ko. And by God's grace, nanalo ako. Doon ko na-realize, minsan, kailangan mo lang sumubok kahit hindi ka sigurado. Then I ran again. I won assistant secretary and I was working my way up. I was encouraged again by Ma'am Camille. Kasi advisor ko siya din grade 9. And takbo naman ako ng junior high vice president. Siyempre ako may konting confidence kasi sabi ko, pang ilang term ko na to sa SG. Imposibleng hindi ko pa to kayanin. So, baka kaya tong basicin, sabi ko na. But this time, natalo ako uli. And honestly, mas masakit siya. Kasi this time, alam kong kaya ko na eh. Parang game na alam mong winnable pero natalo pa rin. But instead of stopping again, I started thinking differently. Siguro hindi ito yung para sa akin. Siguro may ibang plan si God. And that other plan was something I never expected. Boy Scouts. Oo, ako rin nagulat. Kasi growing up, binibiro lang nila ako. Uy, ito kamukha niya si Russell sa app. Kasi chubby cheeks, rose, yung mamula-mula yung pisngi, tas singkit. So, dati joke lang siya. Hindi ko alam na magkakatotoo para mag-boy scout ako. So, one day, sinabihan ako ni Miss Arroyo, sabi niya, punta ka kay Sir Peron. Gagawin ka naming senior scout leader. Sabi ko, senior scout leader? Ano yun? Anong ginagawa nun? Ano yun? Boy Scouts? Ang mga club ko dati, chess, science honors. So, sabi ko, Boy Scout? Never. Pero naisip ko, siguro kung pagpo-push upin ako doon, makakapag-push up naman ako kasi anti-training sa basketball ng push up. Kung papatakboyin ako, feel ko kaya ko rin naman tumakbo. Sa squats, siguro makapag-squat ako kasi nagtitraining din ako. Sa duck walk, ewan ko na lang, bahala na, sabi ko gano'n. And that's when it hit me. Leadership is influence because other people saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. Habang ako nasa comfort zone, nagda-doubt, natatakot mag-try, sila naniniwala na kaya mo. So to all the athletes here, maybe right now you're like me before, yung hindi sure sa sarili, natatakot mag-take ng risk, okay na sa kung saan ka komportable. But listen to this. Your coaches, your teachers, your teammates, they see something in you. Something you might not see yet. So when they push you, it's not to pressure you. It's because they believe in you. Because real leadership, it's not about being the best. It's about stepping up kahit kinakabahan ka. Trying kahit hindi ka sigurado. And growing into the person others already believe you can be. So don't stay in your comfort zone because sometimes the person you're meant to become is waiting on the other side of subok lang. Now, I'm taking up medical laboratory science. Grabe, medical laboratory science, ano yun? Medtech po yun. New name lang siya ng Medtech. Medical laboratory science. Pero, people often ask, paano mo nababalanse? You know, the truth is, I don't always balance everything perfectly. Pero alam nyo kung saan ko nakuha yung strength para mag-survive? Sa sports. Kasi sa sports, natutunan ko mag-manage ng oras, magtiis, at mag-push kahit pagod na. Same mindset, different battlefield. And mas lalo ko itong na-realize during my internship. For the past few months, I've been training at AFP Medical Center. Pag narinig mo ba lang, grabe, Armed Forces of the Philippines. Militar, big time. Yung AFPMC, it's a unique hospital. Kasi siya lang yung military unit and at the same time, civilian hospital here around QC. So akala ko, sige, baka naman parang ibang hospital lang to na normal. But guess what? Hindi pala. Kasi pag military, discipline is on another level. Kung may disiplina sa medtech, mas doble sa army. Time management, kahit sabay-sabay pinapagawa sa'yo, bawal kang umangal. Kasi trabaho yun eh. Mental toughness, minsan masisigawan ka. Kahit sa onting-onting pagkakamali mo lang. Kasi yung mga tao doon, may mga ranggo. Lahat ng head ng laboratory, mga captain, lieutenant colonel. So for the first 2 weeks, gusto kong magpa-RTU. RTU means return to unit. Gusto ko nang bumalik sa ospital ko, sa FEU, kasi grabe yung shock na parang hindi ako nasisigawan doon. Baga baby ako sa FEU, tas dito sisigawan ako, di ba? So, gusto mong bumalik kasi pagod ka na, unmotivated ka, takot ka magkamali, wala ka sa comfort zone mo, but then something kicked in. Yung foundation ko as a student athlete, I told myself, siguro baka parang laro lang to. You don't give up until the last tick of the clock. So I kept showing up araw-araw kahit mahirap, malayo, at nakakapagod. And now, na-overcome ko na siya. And to be honest, I'm actually enjoying it. Naging part pa ako ng internship committee recently. Di ba? Yung gusto nang bumalik, kumuha pa ng responsibilidad. And then, that's when I realized reality is bigger. Mas mahirap, but because of sports, because of everything we learned as student athletes, kaya natin. Being a student athlete didn't just prepare me for games, but it prepared me for life. The same mindset I use in basketball, I now use in my studies. Because once you learn how to push yourself in sports, you can push yourself anywhere. To all the athletes here today, you are already ahead. Not because you win medals, but because you chose a path that requires sacrifice. So remember this, your sport will not last forever, but the lessons you gain will. One day, you may stop competing, but your discipline, your mindset, your resilience, those will stay with you for life. Before we end, let's take this moment to recognize the individuals and the plays that shaped a huge part of what we've become today. To the coaches, thank you for seeing the potential in these young athletes, even when they couldn't see it in themselves. You believed in them during their weakest moments and pushed them beyond limits they thought they could never overcome. You taught them that winning is not just about medals or trophies, but about discipline, resilience, teamwork, and heart. You guys were more than instructors. You became mentors, motivators, and even second parents. You reminded them to stand tall after every fall, and to stay humble in victory, and to never give up when things get tough. The lessons you've given them go far beyond the court, and you have shaped not only stronger athletes, but better individuals. People who carry determination, respect, and perseverance into every part of life. To the parents here today, the reason kung bakit tayo nakakatayo sa court, being a student athlete is not just your journey. Journey din yan ng pamilya mo. Sila yung gumigising ng maaga para ihatid ka sa training, naghihintay matapos yung games mo, sumusuporta kahit pagod na rin sila sa trabaho, at minsan sila pa yung unang nasasaktan pag natatalo ka. I remember there were games na hindi maganda performance ko. Pag uwi ko, tahimik lang. Iniisip ko baka na-disappoint ko ata si mommy at si daddy. But instead of pressure, what I received was support. Hindi man laging sinasabi pero ramdam mo. Kaya mo yan? Okay lang yan. Bawi ka next time. At least lumaban ka. So to all the parents here today, thank you for your patience, your sacrifices, and your unconditional support. Because behind every strong athlete is an even stronger support system. And syempre, the School of St. Anthony. Growing up here in SSA, lagi natin itong sinasabi, wisdom coupled with virtues. And today, I want to leave a challenge, a highlight for all the young athletes here. Show the world how Antonian pride is built differently, even long after you graduate from high school. Alam niyo, minsan akala natin school is just a place where we study, take exams, and graduate. But looking back now, it's much more than that. This school didn't just teach me lessons inside the classroom, but it built my character. Dito ko natutunan how to lead, how to fail and stand up again, how to believe in myself. kahit ako mismo, nagda-doubt sa sarili ko. Kung hindi dahil dito, siguro baka hanggang ngayon nasa comfort zone pa rin ako. Kasi dito, may mga taong naniniwala. Hindi lang sila basta nagtuturo, but they believe in you. And I know, hindi lang ako yung may ganitong story. Sa lahat ng athletes dito ngayon, your coaches and your teachers are not just training you to win games. They are building you for life. The School of St. Anthony doesn't just produce athletes. It produces disciplined individuals, strong leaders, and resilient people. So carry that mantra with you, wisdom coupled with virtues. Let it guide how you train, how you compete, and how you live your life beyond this school. Kaya for all of you, never take this for granted. Because Antonian pride is not just something you say, it's something you live, and you live on and off the court. And syempre, lastly, let's thank God for giving us the talent, the skill, and the knowledge and wisdom that we use in every single game and in every struggle that we have in life. So dream big, train hard, stay humble, and never forget where you started. Because one day, just like me, you might come back here. Not as a player, but as someone who made it through the journey. And when that day comes, you realize every morning, every loss, every sacrifice was worth it. Hindi lang kayo athletes, you are built differently. Kasi hindi lahat kayang gawin yung ginagawa niyo. Habang yung iba nagpapahinga, kayo nagtitraining. Habang yung iba sumusuko, kayo lumalaban. Thank you and congratulations to all our student athletes. Keep striving, keep fighting, and keep winning.
That is very heartwarming, JD. And I think, and I believe that all these Antonian athletes learned a thing or two from you. So, at this point, let me award the Certificate of Appreciation to our guest speaker. School of St. Anthony awards the Certificate of Appreciation to Justin Derek Dizon in grateful recognition of your invaluable contribution as guest speaker during the athletes recognition for school year 2025-2026. Given this 27th day of March in the year of our Lord 2026 at the School of St. Anthony. Signed, Ms. Salome I. Mamiit, School Principal, and Ms. Gia Santos, our Athletics and Special Programs Coordinator. May I invite Dr. Montinola and Ms. Mamiit on stage to award the certificate.